Dean Court, a 1-1.
I know.
Dave, what do you think about that?
Well, we left it a bit late, but it was a fair result. 1-1, I'd have settled for that. It's okay, yeah.
It was, even at 0-0, it was a very action-packed game in many ways, wasn't it? It was quite a lot to kind of get yourself up and watching and see what was going on.
It was a good contest, I thought. Very good contest. I'd love to see a replay of that goal they got.
Yeah, I've heard different reports on that. I think begrudgingly it is. Yeah, because it went off on the referee's watch. So it's Hawkeye again, I'm afraid, our old friend. But yeah, no, begrudgingly I think it was.
Yeah, it was a lovely way to get equalised though, wasn't it? Yeah, injury time penalty, eh? Fantastic.
Injury time penalty, indeed. And I was looking at other results going around, and I think Peterborough were losing. I think they did lose in the end. So we really needed that, didn't we? Because otherwise that would have put Forest pretty close to us.
They'd be breathing down our necks then, wouldn't they? Yeah. But, I'm a draw, I think. I'll settle for that. Yeah. No worries.
Fantastic. And who impressed you today?
Lewis Cook, he's a powerhouse, isn't he? He really is, Who else was that caught my eye? Yeah, Lewis Cook, I'd say. Yeah.
I tend to agree with that. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
All right, then.
All right, thanks for coming on, David. Good to see you, mate.
Fingers crossed for next time.
Fingers crossed, very soon. Hey, how you doing again?
Good.
How was that?
I think we might have played really well.
It was better than the last time that I saw you, because it was a 0-0 last time, wasn't it? That was a 1-1, so we got to see some goals. What was the best part of the game?
I think when Adam Smith won us a penalty.
Do you know what? I thought Adam Smith was fantastic today. He did so well, didn't he? And everything he did. Was he your man of the match, do you think?
No.
No? Who was your man of the match?
I'm going to go... I think Todd Cantwell was my substitute man of the match, but my main man of the match I'm going to go with Dom.
Fantastic. Now, I'm just looking at your hat here. What have you got on your hat?
I've got a bunch of player signings.
Which signatures? Can we get a close-up of the hat here? Look at that. Lerma.
On the back I've got Ethan Laird somewhere.
That is brilliant. What a fantastic idea as well, to get your hat signed. It's there, it's ready every time. Brilliant. Okay, so what we got? We got a few games left. Next one at home is Forest, and then we've got Millwall the same week. So we've got two very close to each other. Are we going to get promotion?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fantastic. Brilliant. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you. All the best. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely unbelievable scenes, I'll tell you. Absolutely unbelievable. I've lost my voice in that last 30 seconds of that match than I did throughout the whole time. I'm not going to lie.
Cherries, come on,
up
boys.
the Ches, mate. That's all I can say is up the Ches until I die. I'll tell you what. I know it was the same as last time we played Fulham. It might have been a 1-1 score again. But I'll tell you what, for us, unbelievable. I'm lost for words, in all honesty. That last penalty was so much luck. I don't think how much luck carries me. I do it for Nonny, and so does everyone in there.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, mate. Good to see you. Thank you.
You too.
Jamie, come on. He's too shy.
It's too shy. It's all right. It's okay. There's always time. We've got a few more games left this season. So, what do you make of that?
Well, thoroughly deserved at least a point.
Yeah.
I was really pleased with the team today. I thought they did really well, especially the second half. Thought we were really well organised.
Yeah.
And when they scored, there was just no justice to that. And the time wasting, I must admit, I was very disappointed in how much time wasting they played with. So, justice, I'd say. But
Okay.
I think we deserved 3. But I mean, I accept 1. But I was quite pleased with how the team played, especially Lewis Cook.
Yeah.
He was absolutely immense again in the middle of the park. And I thought Phillips had a really good game as well. In fact, most of the team had a good game. I think on some of the corners that Tom could have been further up in the box. I think it was a little bit deep. And but overall, I'm pleased. I mean, when that ref blew for the penalty, I mean, the atmosphere in the North Stand was immense.
Yeah.
So I think overall, pleased with that. Well, pleased rather have a point than nil. So
completely.
And the team did well. I thought they worked really hard today.
It's a guy who came on before you made the point. It echoed there was a 1-1 up at Fulham. But doesn't it feel different when you're the second goal that's being scored?
It's absolutely immense. And the timing as well. It couldn't have got any tighter, could it? Because was it 4 minutes?
Yeah,
4 minutes left. And it must have been really close. Was it Adam Smith who came down?
It was, I believe,
Was it clearly a penalty? I'm not sure.
I couldn't see where I was from, to be honest.
I'll accept it anyway. But, yeah, good. the atmosphere was just brilliant when that went in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm pleased for Scott Parker as well. The fans were really good today. I thought they supported Scott well, good singing, so...
That's good. Yeah, the Fulham fans not so happy to see Scott Parker, were they?
No, they seem to be a bit obsessed with Scott Parker, but I'm glad our fans evened it up, and at the end they sang out Scott Parker's song, and so I'm pleased with him.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you.
Cheers. Thanks.
Hi, Sam.
Oh,
How you doing? Hey? Just want to say a quick one. Happy St George's Day to everyone.
Happy St. George's
You know what I mean? It's there.
It is there.
St George's Day.
Beautiful.
Got to be done, innit, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. How did we get away with that one? Hey, they were shit. We were shit. I think it was a draw. Fair result.
Yeah.
Fair result. Draw. But, I don't know. Just give me a question. Give me something to answer. But, I mean, I look at it. Second half performance. We got stuck in, but, I mean, it's just one of those really infuriating games. Really infuriating games. They were just cheating. I mean, what's that bloke up front? Milosevic, I'll fall over the place. Milosevic, I fall over the place. I get touched. I'm on the floor. It's like a little dandelion. You just want to trot on him and stamp on his face. You know what I mean? The bloke is a horrible little twat. He's a cheat. That's all he ever does. Solanke is the number one striker. He deserves to be named Player of the Season. He doesn't dive. He gets on with the game. That's what I mean. That is the way he is. You know what I mean? Hey? But I mean, I know. Well, fair result, 1-1. Fair result.
It's sort of the game sort of came up and down. Just before half time, I felt we were on top. So it was gutting, wasn't it, in the second half that they got that goal.
What do you was? I mean, yeah, but I've heard it didn't even go to the line. Did it not go over the line?
Well, some people, the first pictures, apparently, those people watching on TV said that it didn't, and then second pictures did, but the referee's watch went off, which is the Hawkeye goal line technology.
Really?
So I don't think.
Fucking Hawkeye bullshit.
Oh, I know. Again.
Bullshit Hawkeye. You know what I mean? But yeah, we dug in. I mean, I think Dembele just makes a difference. Why the bloke is not given a chance?
Yeah.
Get Dembele on. He's an impact player. Perhaps he's not like a 90-minute start from the first kickoff. Yeah, maybe. But look, just get him on there. He just does things.
We'll never know unless it's tried, do we?
No, just get him on there. On there. It's the same as Dembele. I mean, he's my favourite player. I love him. He's straight in there. Gets stuck in. He causes problems. He stretches everybody. That's what we need. We need to stretch him out.
Yeah.
And that's it. Anyway, St George's Day. Happy St George's Day. Up to freaking Cherries. Up to Swansea. I'm there. Let's get on it. Because I'm a fucking legend.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine.
Good. I'll keep it brief. I've got a few people waiting. So, what did you think of the game?
I was not expecting that.
What, the result? The goal at the end?
Yeah, it was a fair result.
Were you cheering today?
I was cheering.
Fantastic. And who was your player of the match?
I reckon Dominic Solanke.
Yeah, he does a lot for us, doesn't he?
It was.
Good, fantastic. It was lovely to see you again. And we'll see you at the next game.
Yeah, and happy St George's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers, Scott.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm all right.
What's your name? Sorry.
I'm Kai.
Hi, Kai, how are you?
I'm very good.
And what do you think of the game today?
I think we played quite poorly in the first half.
Okay.
We're not having any shots on target or shots at all.
That is interesting. That seems to be a bit of a problem in our game, doesn't it? That we don't seem to take a lot of shots. Didn't think that Fulham bothered us too much, though, either. So maybe both teams not so great in that first half.
It looked like neither of the teams wanted to lose today.
Now, that's an interesting way of looking at it, isn't it? That neither team wanted to lose. Fulham certainly look like they're still on course for the title, don't they? But we had to get a result today, didn't we? Because it sounds like Forest got a result. So it's kind of keeping the distance on them. Do you think we'll still get that second spot?
Yeah, I think we'll get the second spot with 6 or 7 points clear of Forest. And that game against Forest will be huge for us.
Yeah, it could be absolutely massive. We've got 2 games before then. So I suppose the results in those 2 games is going to depend on how we feel going into that Forest game.
Yeah.
Who's your man of the match today? Who impressed you?
I thought Lewis Cook again.
Everyone's saying Lewis Cook, and I tend to agree, definitely. The way he sort of turns on the ball and takes it in a different direction is really quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone else, though, that stood out?
I thought Nat Phillips handled Mitrovic quite well in the air.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of the ball, did he, Mitrovic, really? There's a guy who came on earlier saying that he wasn't very happy with some of their antics. Is that to be expected, though, in a game like that people kind of time waste?
Yeah, it's very expected in this type of game.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you for coming on. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you. All the best. Hi there, you all right, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah,
good. Good. Well, there's a lot to talk about, but I'll start with, that penalty at the end there. Expected, unexpected, deserved, undeserved?
That's why we love football.
Yeah.
That's why we love Bournemouth. I didn't get a great view of it, I must admit, but so I can't really comment specifically on the foul. But I'm just glad we got the point back. Especially with all the other results as they went sort of not against us today, but they sort of were expected, I suppose. So I still think we'll be okay. Being Bournemouth, it will go down to the wire.
Yeah, feels like it.
It will. We'll be. I don't know. We'll be 1-0 down at Millwall with 2 minutes to go, and Dom will score the equaliser. Probably I'm being really, really pessimistic, but that's the way this club is. It prides itself on doing things in a really entertaining way, and they didn't. Fulham were a physical side, and we kept going, and in the end, you'd probably say we got our just reward.
I think all credit to Fulham as well. I mean, they came and gave us a game that we expected from them, didn't we? You can see why they are probably going to be champions.
Yeah, I mean, it was two teams who are great, and ideally we should be finishing. It should be a 1-2 as it is at the moment. It was always going to be tough. It was tough when we played them at Craven Cottage, and it is Craven Cottage. Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it is, and it was always going to be tough here. I mean, as long as we don't become afraid on Tuesday night and the following and next week as well. Know that we can do it. We can absolutely boss next week, and we could have this tied up if by the end of next Saturday. But don't be afraid. Go out there and enjoy it. But go out there and enjoy it, and we'll get a result. We'll get the results we need. I'm still confident.
It's all in our hands.
It's all in our hands.
Fantastic.
But,
Thanks.
And a great show. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for coming on.
Great. Lovely.
Good to see you. Thank
Cheers.
you. Hi, Alec. How are you?
I'm lost for words.
Well, you've come on the wrong show for the night.
What a game. It was very Coventry. It was very much like Coventry, where they were more dominant in the first half. Then we adjusted. I thought we made the changes that probably should have started the game. And, I mean, where does Smith want his statue?
He played very well, didn't he? In a position that is not natural to him, but when he gets picked to play there, he does put quite a shift in, doesn't he?
He done that quite a bit under Tyndall, where we had Stacey on the right, and so he's kind of learnt from that. But he's looked so natural there today, and him, Lewis Cook, Solanke, and Cantwell, I thought were our 4 best players. Because Cantwell, when he came on, he fully changed the game. He was creating chances, and Billing hadn't done that. Lum hadn't done that. Cook had defended his heart out, but just couldn't get it to their box. But Cook was astounding in what he done. He fought for the badge, unlike what we've ever seen before, really. And he should be vice captain, if not captain. And what a game!
What a game! So we got a couple of games. We got 4 games left now, haven't we? Yep. Rudimentary amounts by me there. Are we still gonna get promotion this season? It feels like we are, but is that just because we just suddenly got a goal? I don't know.
Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Are Luton going to catch up on us? Are Forest going to catch up on us? If I done my maths right, if Forest lose another game, we win 2 more, we're promoted. Oh no, wait, no. No. But no, they don't need to lose a game.
Well, we're going to get Rachel Riley on that straight away and see if we can work it out. We will work it out, don't worry. Well, it's lovely speaking to you, Alec. Yep. And we'll see you at the next game.
Blackburn on that note.
Blackburn. See you at Blackburn. That'd be fantastic. Yep. Okay. All the best. See you, mate. Bye. Hey, how you doing there?
I'm doing good.
Good. What's your name?
Isaac.
Hi, Isaac. Now, that was a game that, for me, I started to get a bit down the dumps at the end there, and then all of a sudden, what a change, what a feeling. That is quite remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, late show, isn't it?
Late show, I like that. That should be the name of this one, the late show. Adam Smith, we've had a lot of people talk about him. Lewis Cook, a lot of people talk about him. Is there anyone that stuck out for you today that you thought, wow, they've had a really good performance for us?
I think Lewis Cook and Ethan Laird were good today, because Lewis Cook in the middle of the park was very good, and Ethan Laird on the wing assisted Christie, good link-up play, so I thought them two stood out quite well.
Ethan Laird is really growing into his role now. It took us a long time to give him a chance. Do you think maybe now he's got that positions himself? Do you think we're going to see him all the way through now to the end of the season playing in that position?
Because of Zamora's injury, so I reckon Scott Parker want to keep him if his performances are good as today.
Fantastic. Thanks ever so much for coming on. It's lovely to meet you. All the best. Hey!
I've been waiting to have a chat with you.
Come a bit closer. Yeah.
First time on there. Now, another point, isn't it? Closer. I think that's what you can say there. Not sure about the goal, the Fulham goal, because I was listening to the radio at the time. Normally, when you get a situation like that, you get an instant replay to show the ball over the goal line.
Yeah. You must really feel for Travers in that situation, because I think he probably thought he'd made a goal save.
Yeah, if you look at him, he's celebrating their save there, and that was Mitrovic's only attempt, I believe, on.
Oh, really?
On that one, but it's a good conversion rate there, because one chance, one goal, and that's why he's got 40 odd goals this season there.
He's a big guy, isn't he? I didn't expect him to be quite as large as he was. He certainly gave us a handful.
Seen him before there, and he is a big guy. I think the thing is with Mitrovic, his championship record is very good.
Yeah,
it's moving up to the next level. I think it was like 5 goals he scored in the last Premier League campaign. But obviously, when he's an international as well, you expect him to do well. But whether they're not playing the right game when they're in the Premier League.
Well, last time they were in the Premier League, they were playing under Scott Parker. So I know that's what will be put in the comments here. And he wasn't a big fan of Mitrovic. It'll be interesting to see if we do get promotion, which I hope we will. What do you think, Gary? Do you think we will?
Should do.
I'm
off to Swansea. Well, last away game I went to was the West Brom game. I didn't go to the Coventry one and they won, but I did go to Huddersfield and they won. So I'm hoping I'm not a Joan. So I'm off to the next 2 away matches.
Brilliant.
So we'll wait and see what happened there, and then by Tuesday,
next
Tuesday,
one.
hoping everything's sorted there. There's no sort of finger, nail biting.
No, we don't want to go into that Forest game with them with something to play for.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you for coming on, Gary. It's really good to see you.
All the best, Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, gents, how you doing?
All good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Feeling much better after that kind of turnaround at the end there. Wow, what a moment. That's something that you're going to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was absolute limbs at the end. I mean, there was literally people jumping on the pitch. It was incredible. It was a good taken pen by Dom Solanke.
Yeah, he's got a very good conversion rate when it comes to penalties, isn't he? And he's always can be relied upon. The Fulham fans, not long before that, were singing, "If we win, we're going to be on the pitch." Yeah. That must have been quite upsetting for them. That's kind of ruined their day a little bit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I thought the Fulham fans were a bit cocky.
Right.
I thought they would win all the game, but they actually didn't. So I thought Bournemouth played really well. At the beginning, I thought they were a bit conservative, so they played in the middle. But at the end of the game, they played really well and they scored a brilliant goal, and the penalty was brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant. And promotion is definitely still on, lads. I mean, I got a little bit, I don't know if you heard, but the goals were coming in through from other games, and Nottingham Forest were actually 1-0 up. I think Peterborough, does that mean Peterborough are relegated today? I'm not sure. So we needed that, didn't we? We need that to keep us ahead of them. Big game, next big game here at Dean Court is going to be against them.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of games before then, both away. What kind of results do we need to get in those games, do you think?
Probably a win at least.
I think a win's crucial, really. I think what's good about this Fulham game is it's going to build momentum for us to really crack on, get a few wins, then hopefully seal promotion in the next few games, really.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thanks ever so much for coming on. All the best. Thank you.
Hey, Josh.
Have you finished signing all your autographs now?
No, would you like one?
I'd love one.
I wasn't expecting an egghead ball to kick.
No, unbelievable.
Who cares now?
Simon hit the crossbar at half time.
Yeah, with the rugby ball.
With a rugby ball.
First up, on the bar. Baboosh, 50 quid and 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like
that. Anyway, that was kind of the best bit of the game. Until 90 plus 7. Or whatever it was.
Were you still in your seat at that point?
Yeah, I never leave. Never leave early. So yeah, we were there, on tenterhooks, hoping that Dom would do it. Everyone was around me going, he better not do one of those stupid run-ups. And I said, he will, he's going to do it because it's worked before most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time. But I think on balance of play, I think a draw is a fair result. I don't think they deserve to win. I don't think we deserve to win.
No.
I think we had a few players that had really good games. I thought Nat Phillips played well today. I thought Lewis Cook did his thing again today. But again, not a lot of standout stuff.
No. We largely nullified each other, didn't we?
Yes. But would you have taken a point before it? I wanted 3. I was like, I want it over and done with by Swansea, but that can't happen now.
No, it can't happen. The only regret I have is really by not getting 3 points. That's pretty much the championship probably sewn up for Fulham. I can't imagine us being able to catch them now.
Well, let's be honest. We don't really deserve to win the league this year, do we?
No.
You know, I think they've been a better side than we have, so they can have that. But you know, it's going to be interesting when they play Forest, based on some of those songs they were singing.
Yeah.
And they've got Forest on Tuesday night, and we're away at Swansea.
That's a massive game, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. You know, we've been analysing it, haven't we, Josh? Of like how many points we need from where, and we were hoping it would be all done and dusted by Tuesday night, but it can't be now.
It can't be. So what do we need then, Simon? We need, if we win the next 2, we're sorted, aren't we, by Forest?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Let's just hope Fulham really want to finish the league off on Tuesday night.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then we win.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we'd only need 1 more point.
Fantastic.
Hey,
I'll take that.
Let's think positive. That's enough of me. Josh, want to say something?
Yeah, I reckon my man of the match is probably either Travers or Jamal Lowe, because Jamal Lowe played quite well from when he came on for Billing.
I know Tom Jordan definitely was. I don't know if we'll hear from him later, but I was a bit surprised Jamal Lowe didn't start.
Yeah, I was a bit like that too.
Yeah.
He played quite well away at Coventry.
So going into the next game then, who are you going to start? Are you going to play Jamal Lowe or are you going to play Phil Billing?
Phil Billing's probably off for the season now because it looked like he had an injury, so I don't know what else he's going to do in midfield.
Oh, that's a tricky one to pick for him, isn't it? That's a tricky one for him to pick. Apart from that, how did the other players get on? Were you happy with it?
Sort of, yes.
What are you going to be saying? If you were in that changing room right now, we're going into the next game, what are you going to be saying to those players?
I'm saying to Kelly, you were a bit tired, like a bit sleepy.
Yeah. Wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, wake up. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's what we need to get us over the line. Thanks ever so much.
Take care. See you next time.
See you next time. Hey, Ethan, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, not too bad. How was your view of the game today? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. A point. I mean, point's a point against Fulham, top of the league as well. Played all right all round. Should have got 2 penalties. Took Cantwell, I think. He played all right when he came on. I thought his chance was in, actually, but just wide, unfortunately.
Yeah, he hit the side netting, didn't he? Yeah. Interesting you talk about penalties. From where I was sat, it looked to me like Jamal Lowe did get pulled down in the first half, but Steve Hensman, who has a higher view than me because he's much taller, he says that wasn't the case. The other penalty you referred to, which one was that one you thought we should have had?
The Jadon Anthony one in the first half as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a couple chances. I don't know why Jeff dived. I don't know what he was trying to do, but I think he should have got the header to that. I don't know why he tried to dive, but at least we scored. Thanks to Dom. Thank you, mate. Needed that. Thought we should have had 3, but points against top of the table, that's all right for us, I guess.
Yeah, it's a nice way of looking at it, mate. I think a point against top of the table is beautifully done. And we go into the next game with a bit of momentum now, don't we?
Yeah. Blackburn away as well. Blackburn's a good side, but I think we'll probably get 3 points or a draw, I reckon. I'm going to Blackburn, so give it our best shot again and hopefully for 3 points.
Good. I think we've got Swansea as well before that. Do you reckon we can get a result there?
Yeah, I think we can get a result there. Swansea's all right, not the best, but if we get a draw, that's all right. And then hopefully get some couple wins on the board and get promoted.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you.
See you later.
All the best, buddy.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Fantastic. I've heard so much about the game already, but I'd like to hear your view of it. What did you think?
I Yeah, I thought we did sort of like okay, really. I think we sort of like kept the ball well. I don't think we created loads of chances throughout the game, but I don't think Fulham sort of like did either. Really pleased with the point, sort of like at the end. Obviously, circumstances getting a penalty there in sort of stoppage time. Not too sure, obviously, like their sort of like goal, because obviously we were in the east stand and it just looked like the ball was going towards the goal, and it just looked like Travis sort of saved it. Don't want to sure how close it was to the line or anything like that, really. But yeah, I think we sort of responded sort of like okay, and obviously getting like the penalty in, Solanke just managed to sort of stay focused. Did do sort of like a slow sort of run up like he did at sort of Blackpool, and focused, got a good strike on it and sent the keeper the wrong way. And yeah, I think that feels like probably like a win, probably like in the changing room, sort of like, you know, if they got sort of like beat today, and obviously with Forest winning, where take a point and try and move on to the next game.
It certainly will feel like a boost to those players. I do agree with you. Just interested in your point of view. I've been talking about this to a few people. Do you think that this game we went into it to win or to not lose?
I think not to lose. That sort of felt like it. We didn't. Obviously, I really wanted us like from sort of start to sort of like really go after sort of Fulham, but we haven't really sort of like done that in like the last sort of say few games. Maybe if we'd sort of like got that good start, if we got that early goal, and obviously that would have made them sort of like come out a little bit more. I think sort of like it was one of those where okay, we won't try not to lose before sort of like going to try and like get the win, but I didn't think sort of like Fulham sort of like really sort of showed that much either, and I think probably the draw was probably a sort of fair result. Cantwell had a really good chance sort of like there sort of like at the end, but yeah, I think sort of like you probably take the point and then just move on to Swansea and then Blackburn, really.
And what do you reckon we can get against Swansea and Blackburn? So you've got 6 points up for grabs there. What are you hoping for, Mark?
Well, definitely 3 points against sort of Swansea. I think we've got a really good record against Swansea from time in sort of like the Premier League and sort of like Championship. We've done all right there. Obviously we can get 3 points there, and hopefully Fulham can sort of like take points off Nottingham Forest, either with a win, or you know, if Fulham drop points and Forest obviously can drop points if they draw each other, then we're still quite close enough to Fulham to sort of like to try and go for sort of like the title. But yeah, as long as we can sort of like get those 3 points, and as long as Forest can sort of like drop points, really, will be really good.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, Mark. Good to see you.
Cheers.
All the best.
Cheers.
Not allowed to ask about crossbar challenges, by the way.
Oh.
At least I got the ball off the floor.
It went nice and high.
It did. I didn't understand the concept, to be fair. Mike didn't say you've got to get the rugby ball on the crossbar. I thought I literally had to do a Johnny Wilkinson, so I just went between the posts.
Did you not realise when Simon was celebrating that he'd won?
I mean,
what the rules were?
I mean, that didn't help him hitting the crossbar with the first attempt. That put the pressure on. So yeah, not a good day for me.
You know, there's worse things that could have happened to you today. Certainly, one of the worst things that could have happened to you would have been for us to have lost that game, especially with Notts Forest winning their game. I shouldn't say Notts Forest. They hate it when they're called Notts Forest. Nottingham Forest, beg your pardon, Tricky Trees. We needed that today, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I said 1-1 at the start of the day. Score draw was absolutely fine today. We expect Forest to beat Peterborough. You know, I think was it 1-0 maybe in the end? I know it was 1-0 at one point. Maybe they scored. I think Sam Surridge got the goal. But I felt like just applying a little bit of pressure on Fulham to maybe have to then try and beat Forest would help us out, and the points enough because of what we did against Coventry. So we're just staying away to a point that if we do lose, they still need to win 2 more because we're still out of that zone of being more than 3 points ahead. So today was good because I tell you what, I do fancy us to do something against Swansea, and they deflated Blackburn. So a really good opportunity. Thankfully, Dom Solanke stood up and stuck the penalty away. And that was a big point.
Yeah, massive point. Going into the next 2 games as well, that's going to be quite a lift. We're on the road. I've asked a few people this. 6 points up for grabs. Going into that Nottingham Forest game, how many do we need to grab of those 6?
I mean, I'm going to say 6 out of 6. Of course I am, because that's what I normally do. But I think we do play better on the road. We certainly did earlier on in the season. I know that Swansea have been a better football team of late under Russell Martin, but I do still fancy us. They let a 4-1 lead go against Reading.
Wow.
So if we get, more free-flowing than we did today, I think, a big question today was how expansive we were going to be. And I didn't expect us to be that expansive. I did sort of expect us to sort of copy each other a little bit, us and Fulham. And then whoever took the lead would then make the other team go a little bit more gung-ho. And that's what happened. They took the lead, whether it was a goal or not. I'm hearing it wasn't. But, and then we threw a little bit of a kitchen sink at it, although we didn't really test Rodak until the 98th minute, whatever it was, when the penalty was struck. So, yeah, big games. I mean, I fancy us against Fulham, against Swansea, and Blackburn have been falling for quite a while now, so we should be able to go to Blackburn. So, look, 6 out of 6 would be lovely, 4 out of 6 would be absolutely fine again, and then just don't lose to Forest.
Yeah, and Forest have got to play Fulham. A few people before the game, Sam actually said it before the game, that Fulham fans hoping that they do actually lose against Forest just to stick it to Parker. So what do you think will happen there?
That was my risk today, and I said that as well, that if Fulham had beat us today, they might have gone back home and thought, it doesn't matter if we don't beat Forest. And although they would never admit that, it does go on, because they would love Bournemouth and Parker not to go up. So by not losing today, it does mean they've got to do something against Nottingham Forest. Maybe a draw, I think, would actually be quite a good result. So, you know, that's finely balanced. I mean, look, Fulham have got some tough games as well. They're going to win the league. But I said it quite a while ago, this will be a failure if we don't go up. And we just need to keep ticking the points up, and I still think we'll do this.
Brilliant. Still think we'll do this. I love that, Kurt. Thank you. Good to see you, mate. All the best.
Good evening.
Hey, Ollie, you okay? I've still got 2 more left. This is probably the longest one I've had to do this year, so I'll keep it relatively brief. But I really want to see what you have to say about the game, what you thought was good about the game, and where you think we can improve going forward.
Yeah, I think the best thing about the game is obviously the result. I think, you know, not losing today was imperative to the season as a whole, and obviously, you know, Fulham fans were very adamant that they would beat us today, and Bournemouth fans were saying, well, if we beat you, who knows, you know, we could see a Watford on our hands, but I don't think that was in question. I think the main thing today was getting through it, as it will be against Nottingham Forest, just making sure we don't give anyone a chance really to sort of give us a bit of a wobble. But I think that's the most important thing today. I think Lewis Cook was fantastic. I think Smith was fantastic. I think that's the best 2 performances I've seen from 2 individual players this season, genuinely. I know we haven't won the game, but Lewis Cook, I mean, if we could get a video of every one of his touches, I think I'd watch it on repeat all evening. It was brilliant. But in terms of improvement, I think there's not much to look at. I think it's just possibly being a little bit more decisive going forward. I think there were a couple of times today where we could have put a ball into the box and perhaps didn't, but not the worst result. Not too bad. We'll take it.
Not too bad. You like to do your watch-alongs during the week. I sometimes tune in. You'll be doing probably some watch-alongs this week, I imagine, in the week. But will you be keeping half an eye on that Bournemouth game?
Well, it's interesting. The Champions League is on Tuesday, but there's perhaps a bigger game on the cards. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. Hopefully, be able to watch that as well. When there's usually a Bournemouth game on and I'm elsewhere covering something else, I usually try and have a little monitor on the side and try and sort of just glance every now and again. But I don't know. There's a lot still to play for this season, and every game is very vital to the end goal. And as Solanke and many of the players call it, it is a marathon, and there's still 6 games left of the marathon, so there's still a long way to go. But I think today was vital that we didn't quite just stumble a little bit and give chance for the Nottingham Forest and sides below us to perhaps get a little bit of an inkling that we might fall. So good result in the end.
Good result in the end. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. All the best. Oh, hey, bud. How you doing? I love your new shirt. Can we just get a word from Lerma?
Very happy.
Very good.
Oh, relief takes relief.
That's good, wasn't it?
I didn't think it was. To be honest, I didn't think we were that bad today. I thought we were okay. No. Second half, I think first half was same sort of patterns. Yeah. And it was a little bit frustrating because I thought they were there to kind of be got at, so to speak. But we come in 0-0, thought okay. And then I thought what we did second half well, obviously, maybe it was forced with Billing getting injured, but that was the right change. Yeah. We needed a low one. I don't think Billing was doing. I don't think he looks right, to be fair. Saw that with him going down. But their right back, I think he come in for Nico Williams, who's injured. Yeah. He come in at right back, and I thought we could get at him. And we started playing that diagonal to that left-hand side more, and that got us in. Goal was a killer, because it's just, it's the only thing Mitrovic does all game, but he's a killer in that position. Yeah. But then that probably suited us weirdly, because then it meant they sat back and but he just thought it's not going to happen. The Cantwell chance, I thought that was our moment, and then Smithy definitely gets fouled for a pet. We were just saying then, I don't know if Kirk said it on air, a bit of redemption for Smithy after the Sheffield Wednesday.
I didn't think of that.
We said it after the game. It felt very reminiscent of that, but the opposite way. And Smith wins the pen. I obviously didn't watch the pen. No way was I watching that. Especially, all I was thinking about was the Blackpool pen. But fair play to Dom, and big point, mate. It's a big point. It's a big point. If we come out of that losing, Edge would have been down, but the fact it was a last-minute one, the crowd at the end, Parker come over at the end, was giving it massive, and I think that's a big moment to score late. At 98 it went down as that goal.
Really?
98th minute by the time he took it. So that's a massive moment, I think. So I'm a bit more. It's amazing what a little goal at the end does, doesn't it? It feels like we won now.
Yeah, the order of the goals. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
The order of the goals makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Like,
hell of a difference.
It's sort of like that. If I was thinking about the reverse fixture, the Fulham game.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we got. And now you're going to be on the road now, buddy, for a bit. 2 big games coming up.
Games.
I've asked everyone pretty much this. 6 points up for grabs. Then we got to play Forest. What do we need? What do we need now going into these next 2?
I think need is an interesting one. I think they've got Fulham next, which is going to be interesting. But I mean, need is probably 3-4, maybe even 2. But I mean, probably more than that. But you're looking at it, you're going Swansea are an open side.
Yeah,
suit us. Blackburn on the floor. 6 is up for grabs. I think we beat Swansea, we go from there, we take every game, that cliche. But I think they're more than winnable games. I don't think they're bad games. I think the hardest games are the 2 home ones. If Forest, obviously, you don't need to say about that. And Millwall, that last day, they could need a win to get 6th. So I think these next 2 are nice fixtures for us, actually. I think away from home, we look a little bit more expensive away from home on the break at the moment. So I think they suit us. I think we'll go and win. I think that's, like you said about the timing of the goals, because of how it timed it then, they'll all be like us fans and they'll be thinking, they'll be buzzing.
Yeah.
And that'll be big for us in the week. So a little bit more confident now. I think before the game, if you'd said Forest win, we draw, I'd have been... But I'm more confident because of the way it went. They won with a Sam Surridge winner, I saw, which is mad. But yeah, I think that's a decent point. I don't think we can begrudge that too much. I think we were better today as well. After their goal, I thought we were a better team. So we earned that today. We earned it.
I like that, mate. All right, good to see you. I'll see you for a drink in a minute.
Oh, he's rapping.
Oh, we're rapping. Okay, sorry. And that's it, really, from us here at Dean Court. 2 big games coming up. If you're not going away, please check out the channel, okay? Like, subscribe, and we've got loads of content coming in.
You work so hard. I thought I'll bring the digestive.
Biscuits for everybody.
There you go.
Up the cherries. All the best.